Hey guys, welcome back to Jamie Plays Zelda. I'm here with Jamie, a video gamer who's been playing for 30 years, but has never played The Legend of Zelda.
Well, I played the first one.
Okay.
But that's it.
And we are working our way through Ocarina of Time, or you are, I should say.
Yes.
And the last time we left off, you grew up.
I did. I'm Big Link now.
You're Big Link. So as soon as you step out of the Temple of Time, you just what was your initial? What did you?
Well, first you see, obviously, it's like Mad Max Thunder. You know, it's the end times. But then, second later, you see those creepy damn dudes that jump on your back, and I'm like, oh man, and you have to pass those guys a lot.
Okay.
And it's that weird camera angle where you don't really, there's the depth of field really isn't there, so it's not top down, or so you can eat. So I'm always like just nervous that one of these dudes is gonna jump on me and start eating my face.
Do you feel because you're an adult now, like you're more powerful?
Nope, not against those dudes.
No, really.
No, they jump on you and start chewing your neck and make grunting noise, and you like, ugh, ugh, and you're frozen. Nah, petrified. Don't like it.
Did you explore the world? Did you go back to the ranch at all?
I think that might have been the first thing I did. I went back and played the song. Horse came over, super into it. Got on him, I'm running around, I'm jumping, and you pay the dude a token to, right. And he gives you 30 seconds or whatever, and I'm running around, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, bust out, big boy, come on, this is your chance, we're busting out. Nah, he wouldn't get out. I'm jumping over the little things, I'm trying to crash through. I paid for a ride twice, couldn't figure it out. Went outside, and I'm just calling him from the outside, like hoping he'll just, like, in slow motion leap over. Nothing. So okay. I can't figure it out. I have no idea what to do. I've since been into a Sheikah Stone, so I think I know what I need to do, but I have not been back.
You eventually make it your way to Kakariko Village.
Do. My first goal was to go check out that stupid magic bean thing that I planted 7 years ago, because my first instinct after growing up and then realizing 7 years had passed is I can go back to Fat Goron dude in the bottom and see what the heck he made me in the 5 or 6 years that he told me he was going to make. And I wanted to go check out my magic beans. I didn't care about anything else. So I went back, I checked my magic bean, and now it's like a magic bean elevator.
Yeah.
So I got my quarter of a heart or whatever.
Okay, so then did you go to that big Goron? Goron, yeah. I think his name is?
Yeah, so I go there, and he gives you the dagger sword or something, and I'm all excited, and then I break it within 30 seconds. Because you equip it, you're like, oh, new weapon, gotta equip it. And then I hit like a rock or something, and just shattered. 7 years I wait for this thing, and it's a piece of junk. I was back in the graveyard, and I went and checked in the dude's hut again, because I'm still kind of obsessed with the stretchy thing he's talking about. And the note's different this time, and he's like, I'm in the grave, come visit me. And I'm like, okay. So I start going around, and this is Zelda. So first instinct, bomb the crap out of everything. So I just start placing bombs on gravestones over and over, and nothing's happening. Completely accidentally walked up behind a gravestone, and it gave me the grab thing. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I would have been stuck probably until Sheikah Stone saved me once again. It was just pure luck.
Okay.
So as soon as I saw the grab, I was like, oh, sweet. So I just start pulling on all the graves. Then you get a little mini dungeon where you have to chase. You don't chase him though. You chase do you chase him?
Yeah, it's sort of like an obstacle course, and you have to follow him through the maze.
Yeah, and he's like dropping flame bombs on you, and that was fairly easy. I think I ate about 6 flame bombs and still kept up with them. So. And he gives you the grappling hook, although it's not called a grappling hook. What's it called?
The hook shot.
The hook shot? Okay, grappling hook is much cooler.
Yeah.
So I was all excited. Even back in like episode 1, maybe I was like, there's a spider token up there. I need a grappling hook or something to, So I'm excited. I go outside and I just, ping, it's like clank, clank, clank.
What were you trying to attach to?
Anything. It's a grappling hook. If you shoot it into wood, you should be able to shoot up on that thing. Nothing worked. Within 5 minutes, I was totally, all the charm of the grappling hook had been gone and had been replaced with frustration. I understood why I couldn't grapple again onto anything, but ultimately I was disappointed. I did kill one of the token spiders on a wall that originally I had killed but couldn't get the token, and I shot the token, and that made me a little happy. So I do eventually go back to the forest. You enter the little forest meadow, and right before you go through the first opening in the wall, Navi screams at you, just be careful, there are dudes, around the corner. So I have still not figured out how to hold the left trigger and strafe effectively. So I try doing it because clearly she's telling you to peek around the corner. And I do it, and then a guy just impales me immediately, rams me through the heart, and I drop in a pool of water. And I get out of the pool of water, he stabs me in the heart again. I get out of the pool of water, he stabs me in the heart again. I think after the 6th time of just trying every button combination of rolling, shielding, stabbing, bombing, Deku nutting, nothing works. He stabs you before you can do anything. I quit the game.
Really?
I'm like, what the? I'm like, what is going? There's something wrong with the game. There's not wrong with me. So I'm like, start,
save and quit.
Save, quit.
You just appeared.
And I walked back, and I got impaled immediately again. And I got out, impaled. Got out, impaled. I'm like, okay, it's not the game, it's me. So I finally noticed that there's a place you can hide to the right and wait for him to come all the way down and then go back. I don't even know if you need to hide. I thought I was being smart, like, I'm just gonna hide over here so he can't see me. And he turns around, then you stab him in the ass, and then he goes away. So yeah, you get by the guy that smashes the ground, and then you get to the entrance, which, my pet peeve in games, animals. Like, there are 2 wolves, which are like, alright, if a wolf is really mean and rabid, gotta kill him. But these guys are like, and you have to, they're moaning in agony, and you have to stab them in the face a bunch of times. Once I did it just because sometimes in the game you have to kill things for treasure chests to appear or for a gate to open. I killed them once, all while they're crying out and moaning. I'm like, sorry dudes, it's This dungeon was much better at first than definitely the first 2 dungeons, because I was never stuck at an enemy, or I was never completely clueless as to what to do. I may not have known how to do it, but I basically knew what to do. So you go down that twisty corridor, that stalled me for about 5 minutes, because there's a treasure chest on the wall. So I'm like, lobbing bombs at it. I'm like, I love it. I'm just firing arrows into it. No. So, okay. Eventually dawns on me, based on the way things are situated in the room at the end of the twisty hallway, I need to untwist the hallway. So I go back, I shoot the thing that untwisted the hallway, and boom, it twists it again. I'm like, oh, thank you. So you fall down the little hole, and again, it's a catharsis. Things are moving again.
That last key allows you to reach the end, the last area, where there's a whole nother mechanism of flipping the hallway again. There was another one of those eyes, but this time it was encased in ice.
I was very happy I figured that out pretty quickly.
What did you do, by the way?
The first thing I tried to do was I was standing on the middle platform with my bow cocked, and I was manually trying to dip, which makes more sense, I'm going to take my arrow and hold it in the flames until it's lit, like in every movie known to man, and then fire it into the sail of the ship or whatever the movie does. Does not work that way in this game, though.
That's also called Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Anything you can think that makes sense, you can do it in Breath of the Wild.
Well, that made sense, and I was very disappointed that it didn't work.
Yeah.
But at that point, then I'm like, aha, fire it through the flames, which makes less sense, but was still enjoyable to figure out.
Did you have any trouble fighting those Poes?
The first one killed me.
Really?
Because I couldn't, because first time you fight a guy that doesn't immediately die based on repeatedly hammering on the sword button. Then you're like, all right. Like halfway through your life depleting quickly, you're like, all right, I should probably use my brain. I've started using my shield a lot more.
Okay.
And it has been good.
Yes.
So yeah, I didn't take any damage from that point on. As soon as I realized shield is the way to go. Phantom Gargamel. Yeah, he comes out in, typical villain format, like, oh, you're big and strong now, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't give his full might. Just, he's testing you again. I mean, the first couple times I hit him too early, he just runs, turns around and goes back in. He's coming down the pathway in the painting, and he would turn around on the pathway in the painting and turn around. No damage, nothing, so I'm like, all right. And I just accidentally hit him because I was turning and I was failing at turning, so by the time I found him coming out of the painting, I really quickly just fired an arrow because he was coming out, and I saw the damage animation.
Okay.
And he just, that's all I did was wait for him to get, shoot, and then, goes back in.
So after hitting him, I think 3 times, then he gets off his horse.
I can't say if this is hard or not. I did not die, but I don't know how I was hitting him.
Did you know what you were doing?
No. Not at all. Like, there's probably a trick to force him into a position in which you hit him. But he's usually floating above you where you can't reach him with a sword. And he's throwing really slow lightning bolts, fireball, electricity things at you. And you just, okay, there's one. Slowly walk to the side, let it hit the ground. You're never in danger of him throwing a fireball at you it's just so slow. So dodging is super easy. So I would constantly dodge and try and hit him, but he's up here. So you're just like whiffing constantly, but occasionally I would do something. He would be down far enough to where I would hit him 3 or 4 times before he floated back up. I don't know what I was doing to cause him to come down. Because you hit him and he's like, crung, 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 and you get the damage red,
Did you
flashing.
ever hit the balls?
No. Maybe that's what I was doing accidentally. Okay. That makes sense because
that's the only way he comes
the
out.
whole time you're fighting the camera, he's constantly up above you or behind you. So you're spinning around like that's a lot of it is just flailing in the dark. So that must have been what I was doing when I was just flailing wildly. I must have occasionally be hitting a fireball back at him.
Yeah.
And when that hits him, he drops to the ground and you can sword him a few times before he pops back up.
You've done 4 dungeons at this point. Do you think how did this one hold up compared to the child dungeons?
Everything is going to be better than Dodongo and Goron. Everything.
Okay.
Because that was the low point of just.
Was this your favorite then of the other comparing it to the other ones?
No, I like this one about the same as. Oh God, I already forgot.
Do we remember the names?
I want to say Koopa Koopa, but that's not it.
Close. Lord
Bunga Bunga. I don't remember.
Lord Bunga Bunga. Jabu Jabu.
Jabu Jabu. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Jabu Jabu. I got stuck in both, and spent a minorly significant amount of time backtracking and just frustratedly wandering around the same places over and over, but not for a long time to where I was angry. It was more just like, okay, think, what am I missing here? So yeah, I've liked the last 2 dungeons. I did go back to Goron City, and there's one dude still there, and he's the son of the guy that would roll around, and I bombed him, and he gave me the fire shirt.
Okay.
I was very excited.
All right.
So I didn't even have to pay with worthless rupees.
Okay.
I got a free fire shirt.
Okay, so that's great that you got that at this point.
I've used it too, and I can't remember where. Because I haven't gone back to the fireplace.
Did you go back up to the top of the mountain? The cavern? The crater?
I don't think so. I didn't do that. I think I did go into the lava place in the mountain.
Oh, that you.
But
still
you can't.
No.
It gives you the ability to walk on the lava without getting hurt. I think that's the only thing I've done.
All right, I guess that's pretty much going to do it for this one.
Yeah, things are opening up. So I have a bow and arrow now that allows me to do things.
So where are you going to venture to next?
I'm gonna go shoot the bow and arrow into the sun.
Go and try and do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go try and ride a horse. Maybe I will go get my horse. I'm not calling my horse. Go get the horse, ride to the lake, and shoot the arrow into the sun.
Okay. Jamie is riding into the sunset with
Yep.
his bow and arrow. So, all right, that's going to do it for this one. Let us know what you thought. Post your comments in the comments.
Comments in the comments.
Yeah. And be sure to like and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time with more Jamie Plays Zelda.